Hey guys, what's up? It's Mary-Kate. Welcome back to another episode of Cryptic and Unhinged. Today I'm here with my little sister Molly, but before we intro her, I just want to remind you to follow my socials since we recently lost all of my TikToks. My new TikTok is MK9Unit. My Instagram is marykate.willis. And this video for this podcast will be up on my YouTube channel, Mary Jane Not Kate. So just got to clear the air, do my whole spiel on that. Super excited to have Molly here today. She's out visiting in Southern California. She's staying with our oldest sister, and we have no script for this. The only reason why, I guess I decided to film with her today was because we had free time. And my dad was like, oh yeah, we're going out. And I was like, oh, Molly's staying? Like, I can invite her. Do you feel the same way?
Yes.
I can't. Okay, so maybe we'll just start with, me taking a bong rip while you intro yourself. Does that feel good for you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you just talk about you, school, life, where you work, just a little intro. Give us the rundown.
I keep on. I'm doing some. To the viewers who are just listening, doing some
Thank you.
freaking rock hands right now because that's how I feel. If you don't know what rock hands are, I don't either. Figure it out.
Rock out.
Just kind of make up an
rock
idea
out.
of what they are in your head and kind of that's the fun part about listening. You can just imagine that I look really ugly or really beautiful, even though I do look really beautiful, I promise. I'm a little sick right now, so I do want to apologize for that to begin with, because I feel like I don't really sound like me. I definitely still sound like me, but I feel like I'm a little congested.
Yeah, I actually did a whole episode super congested, and it was really annoying for me to re-listen to.
Yeah, and it's annoying for me to hear now, and it's annoying for me to speak now. By Taylor Swift.
I was literally going to bring that up. I'm a Swiftie now.
Oh. Anyways, that should be a good topic, conversation starter to talk about me. I am Molly Willis, the youngest Willis. Am I? Oh my God, yeah, I am. I'm the youngest Willis we have younger cousins, but I'm the youngest girly pop girl of the Willis family. I'm also the best
of
one.
Everyone?
Yeah.
No. Marcus.
But he's not a Willis. He's a...
Costa Willis.
Yeah, Costa.
Yeah. Well, he's both.
Okay. Well, I'm the youngest girl. That's what I just said. Am I not?
He might be. Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I never even thought about that
either.
Yeah, because now I'm thinking, I was like, oh yeah, our cousin just had a baby, but she's married to a guy who she changed her last name for.
So, speaking of that, I'm the youngest Willis, also the best Willis, as I was saying before someone cut me off. Also, most likely the only one that doesn't have a drug addiction yet. Just kidding, Jackson also does it.
Adderall.
Oh, truth.
You're on meds.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's an addiction. I would just be really mentally ill without them. And they're prescribed.
You can become dependent on them, and then when you stop taking them, you withdraw.
Okay.
Fun fact.
Well, anyways, I am absolutely horribly anxious, just like Mary-Kate, but I choose to medicate through prescription drugs.
And stan culture.
That is very true. That's also a very big part of my life. I'm a big stan girl.
Big stan girl.
Like we said, Taylor Swift. I'm wearing my Taylor Swift necklace right now.
What necklace?
Really see, it's after
Describe
the song Mirror Ball. It's a little mirror ball or disco ball, and it says "Shining Just for You" in the folklore. What is that called? Like lettering,
discography
font.
Oh.
That was good.
Thank you. I'm really smart.
Yeah.
What else? School? What's your major?
I don't have a major because I don't know what the freak I want to do.
Okay. Undeclared.
Yeah. Also known as cool girl. What's your major? Cool, really awesome, cool girl.
Okay. Yeah. What else can we...
I really like cats.
What's your zodiac sign?
I'm an Aquarius. If you think Aquariuses are dumb, you're just fucking stupid. I'm going to be for real with you. Sorry, I'm a soft talker, and I realize that a lot in my job. I work at the Gap. Woo!
As a cashier?
Kind of doing a little bit of everything.
How did you apply?
I said, hey, are you guys hiring? I walked in with my therapist. I said, are you guys hiring?
With your therapist?
Yeah, my therapist went with me because I was so anxious about it. To be fair, the therapist's office is like 2 minutes away. So we got in my car.
No way.
Yeah. She
No
offered
way.
to drive, but she was like, it's okay. You could drive if you want.
I did not know that story.
Yeah. Yeah. And I had already applied online, but they didn't see it. So then it took them they took a while to get back to me. But anyways, it's a very chill job, which is what I needed. Because I worked at like a grocery store for 3 days, which was where Mary-Kate and our older brother Jackson worked.
Yeah.
And then I realized how much I hated it. And I just thought about it this morning. I was like, if I stayed there, I would have cried. Because you had to like go out and bring groceries to like someone's car. I can't do that.
That's why I started taking chops. One time an old lady tipped me a quarter.
Yeah, I was also really pissed when she was like,
quarter.
oh yeah, any tips we get, we put them in here. And we spend them on like parties.
No, we took the tips.
Well, good.
On like my third day there, they pulled me aside and they were like, yeah, just shove it in your leggings.
Yeah.
So anytime people gave me money, you just face backwards to the cameras and put the, because I don't eat, like what?
Yeah,
Especially...
and they were like, oh yeah, we spend it on like pizza parties. Motherfucker, I'm allergic to fucking gluten.
We got a celiac girl in the building.
Yeah, this is why my new job, I like it so much better because they're so much nicer to me. They're just nicer people. Pop. Yeah, they're like old women. I was really scared. You know, I get a little scared when there's like a bald man that walks into the store. I'm like, I don't know how I'm supposed to relate to you and sell you clothes right now, but that's why I like being at the cash register because I just beep bop boop bop. And
yeah. Do you have to be on the sales floor sometimes?
Sometimes, but I kind of hide from people. And I don't think they like that about me, but they're also kind of understaffed, so I don't think they're going to fire me anytime soon.
Okay, cool.
But I like it there, and I do my job, so.
You know, I did sales for one day.
Did you really?
Where? Did. So I worked at Victoria's Secret for 3 days.
Oh, I remember this.
I went to the interview and knew I was going to get the job. You had to dress up, and everyone else wore all black. I didn't, which could have been a disadvantage because they, like, wanted you to wear all black.
Yeah.
But I was, like, too fun. You know what I mean? Like, I had a good personality and everyone else was kind of dud spuds. So they hired me, like, pretty immediately. And training was fine. It was just quick and, like, very much hands off. Yeah. And I didn't really learn a lot. I think also understaffed, like, in a mall. Like, malls are dying. And I feel like Victoria's Secrets are the only thing that's, like, still open in a lot of places.
I'm so surprised about the amount of people that come into the Gap. I was like, I thought this was, like, a dying store.
Bed Bath & Beyond is closing.
Really? Yeah. All of them?
Yeah.
Wow.
Bankruptcy.
Wow.
Crazy. MJ's watching us from the couch right now and she looks spiteful. Look.
Oh. She can come over here and join.
She looks pissed. Okay,
I'm
so
really
I feel
sad.
like
I miss my cats.
Oh yeah. Something we should talk about though is like growing up with me and like what it was like we went to school together for a year. Yeah. And I feel like Molly was oftentimes the cover of my tracks.
There's a reason why I really like the song Mirror Ball by Taylor Swift.
What is it
I have
about?
the necklace on. It's what she basically says. It's there's mirror balls in society, and when you don't have a light on them, they're just there. But when you put a light on them, they shine, and they're like great. But it's every time they break, they like make it more. Taylor Swift describes it a lot better than
but I don't know, like in reference to what you're talking about.
Then look up the lyrics.
No, like
I'm kidding.
Do you mean that you're the mirror ball?
I'm the mirror ball.
Oh, okay. And the light shining on you was me getting fucked up and asking you to help me get in the house every night?
That was not what it was. That was not at all what I was saying.
Oh.
Maybe I should take that back. Because I don't really know how to explain it that well. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, just forget what I just said.
Okay. Well, What was it like?
Have you guys ever heard the song Chloe by Emblem 3?
Oh
I'm kidding. Mary-Kate showed me that song, to be fair. That was a Mary-Kate song first.
I felt that way about our older sister. I thought she was like the
I know,
shit.
that's why I'm
and I
saying
would never
that
be
you
cool like that.
Showed it to me.
What?
Growing up with Mary-Kate was filled with a lot of...
I'm stoned as fuck right now. I'm so high. It's not even funny.
It was a lot of like, are you Mary-Kate's sister? Or it was like, yo, you're Mary-Kate's sister? After like have been talking to me for like a good few minutes and then I like bring it up. Or I would be like, oh, I'm Mary-Kate's sister. That would normally be like an opening sentence.
A conversation piece, if you will.
The one time that a guy didn't know, I said, I'm Mary-Kate's sister. He went, who's Mary-Kate? And I was like, oh, you know who Mary-Kate is? Like, my friends were shocked, too, that he didn't know. Because it was an older guy. It was a guy a year older than me. First person. But
didn't know who...
But.
I feel like I could have phrased better.
Yeah, first person who didn't know Mary-Kate, like, who I met them. I don't know. Trying to phrase that better. But, I forget what I was going to say.
But.
Okay. Years later, after Mary-Kate, I think my sophomore year, Mary-Kate is in California now, gone. my friend, also, fuck this friend for telling me this, because, like, who benefited from this? But she said,
Her.
oh, yeah, I just heard this person saying, Mary-Kate is hotter than you, like the hotter sister. So, guess you win some, you lose some. He was like, I don't know who Mary-Kate is, and then suddenly he was like, Mary-Kate's hotter than that fucking bitch.
Yeah, but he said a lot of mean stuff, and I was a freshman in college when all of this happened, and Molly told me that he said stuff, and I found his Instagram, and I sent him the most hateful DM that I think I've ever sent anyone in my life, and I made the most hellacious fucking, like, private story rant. No, it was bad. It was, like, literally me going off, if anyone tries to fuck with my sister, you know, like one of those. Like,
no, yeah, I had
let's take this outside moments.
We can talk about that.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
But I had a lot of, like, people, I guess, like, I wouldn't say looking out for me, but, like, people who were like, oh, yeah, I'll protect you. Or, like, I just remember Mary-Kate's plug. She still talks to me to this day.
He's coming out to visit me next week.
The year that she left, I was standing at the door waiting for my mom to come pick me up because I will never take the bus. I actually did have to take the bus in, like, junior year, but whatever. And I, like, hated taking the bus, and he saw me waiting for my mom, and he went, oh, Mary-Kate's not here to give you a ride anymore? And I went, yep. And he walked out the fucking door. That was all he said. That was all he said.
Well, I'm sure he was also, like, stoned out of his mind, so you have to remember that, like,
he was probably ready to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, they hated him at that school. Like,
yeah.
It was
no,
pretty
yeah,
awful.
I would see him in the, like, office half the
Do
time.
you feel like because of any of my problems with the administration that, like, anyone treated you differently?
No, I don't think so, because I was a lot different, that if they did know that we were related, it was probably, like, our older brother Jackson who they would, like, say something about, or, like, I was just very different from you, so I feel like it wasn't really a problem. So, like, no one in, like, not like a teacher didn't treat me differently, I guess.
Yeah, one of my teachers didn't even ask you if we were related. Oh, Miss Aldridge, in a good way.
Oh, Miss A was good.
Our art teacher is, like, the best person to grace the fucking universe.
Get her on the pod.
I wish I could. I miss her.
She probably would agree to it.
I know. I wonder if she knows that I do this.
No, she does. I told her. I told her when I was in painting. I was like, yeah, she's kind of blowing up on TikTok. I don't think I gave her your name, though, so I think you're good.
She's probably found me.
But also, it wouldn't be really a surprise if she was like, holy shit, Mary-Kate's a stoner. You were in art class.
She was great. She would let students talk about stuff like that in her class.
Yeah, Allison made, like, boob sculptures in her class.
Oh, she didn't care about nudity. If she found out that you were making anything, like, in pottery, you know how everyone had to take, like, pottery class in high school?
I never got to. Still pissed about it.
Okay.
Sorry.
If you made something that was, like, paraphernalia, she would break it. In, like,
but you
the
could still
pottery
make
thing.
it. But she would break it.
She would break it. You would not get to take that shit home.
Yeah.
As soon as she saw what it was. But any other time, she was, like, very lenient about it, like, very cool with it. She also, like, openly was against a lot of the people who were in power in the administration.
Yeah. But it kind of got worse in my senior year. So I think, and that's, like, the year I remember the most because it was the most recent. But, like, I feel like that's why no one really treated me differently. Because, like, the people that you had, like, something against, or they had something against you,
Started having...
they, like, left.
Oh, yeah.
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 And also, I never really stuck out. I was really quiet at school.
Yeah, Molly was really different than me, which is, like... It was almost the same effect of when our brother was in the school. I went to school with him for a year, and he's 2 years older than me. And all of his...
Did you go with him for 2 years?
No, he didn't make it to the second year.
True.
He got kicked out.
Yeah.
But I was literally just about to say he hacked the school. So we're very different. And I feel like him and Molly are kind of a little bit more similar in that way of, like, you guys are friendly and people like you. You don't put yourselves out there like that. And so when he did that and he got kicked out of the school and everyone kind of knew about it because it was really fucking funny. It was like a big prank. I would, like, go places and people didn't know we were related, and it would come out, like, you know,
That still kind of happened.
Mid-sesh circle. And some guy would be like, oh, yeah, Jackson Willis. I'm like, you mean my brother? And they're like, wait, what?
No, yeah, I remember when I worked at my job for 3 days, they were like, oh, yeah, I don't really know much about your sister, but I know a lot about your brother, that was a shock for someone to say that, but... he was like, yeah, our brother's fucking crazy.
What's something else? So let's talk about the sneak out era. I think that's important. Mm-hmm. Because when I was younger, I always used to sneak out, and like, if anyone would be awake for whatever fucking reason, it was Molly. How old were you? Probably like 13?
When did you sneak out?
Like 15, 16?
Then yeah.
Like 12, 13, yeah.
Yeah.
And there were just definitely times where she would help me sneak out of the house, too. Like, I'd go and I'd be like, I need you to, like, make a distraction. And she would fuck around in the kitchen, and I would sneak out the door. And she would distract my mom. Because my mom wasn't going to go upstairs and check on me. She never did.
Yeah. It was
Rarely.
a very rare moment. Like, when mom comes upstairs, I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Well, that was...
What are you doing up here?
That was all...
That's what it's like. It's like, why are you up here?
Yeah, I mean, that was, like, also just not a good time. One time I snuck out when Mom, like, was sitting in the living room, and walking around the house, like, doing dishes and stuff, and she had headphones in, and I thought she was in the living room still, and I walked downstairs, and she's in the kitchen, and I literally walked right past her, and she didn't...
Yeah, no, Dad's kind of
notice.
the same way. You could just be sitting there and he won't notice.
That's the one that got me murked for it. Remember?
Yeah. Do you want to tell the story?
I think I've already told it.
Yeah, probably.
How I got caught.
Yeah.
And they, like, shit my ass away, and then we went to Martha's Vineyard after.
What happened was, this was when Mom came upstairs, but it was because of the power outage.
Yes, but I'd also snuck out the weekend before.
Oh.
I had been grounded
and then you were
for
grounded,
a week.
and
as
then you
soon as it
out.
was lifted, I was like, I'm out. And I went back out again. Because I would do this thing called going rogue, and I would just dip out of the house. I also, like, my parents weren't cool with me smoking weed up until I was, like, 18. So sometimes I would take Molly out with me, and we'd be going for a drive with one of my girlfriends, and we'd really just be smoking weed.
Yeah. It was fun, though. I enjoyed the ride.
Yeah, it was always something to do.
Yeah.
I feel like we got into a lot of, like, silly situations sometimes. But, like, imagine you just saw, like, the soft side of it.
Yeah.
That's not even, like, half the shit I was doing.
Yeah, no. If you took me on, like, a night out, I would have been terrified.
Do you have any other stories you remember from, like, when I was...
I just remember how
Crazy.
when I was pulling, like, all-nighters and staying up all night, I got in trouble for it. Because Mom was like, well, at least Mary-Kate was sneaking out and hanging out with people. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm sitting in my room, like, binge-watching a season of Friends. Mary-Kate's going out and, like, getting drunk and high, and without your permission... And I'm just sitting in my
Mom,
room,
all right,
and
I'm gonna
Mom's
leave
like,
at 2
no.
a.m. I'm gonna go smoke weed, act like a belligerent member of society, come back home, and sleep until 3 p.m. the next day.
Yeah, but I would be sleeping until, like, 1.
Yeah, but it's not like I can't ask permission for that.
No, I'm not saying that. That's not what I mean. But, like, I know.
So funny.
I know.
I
but
don't
it
even
was
think
like
I knew that happened.
Like, you know, she told you, and then I think you told me.
Oh.
Because I was like, what the fuck? Who is it hurting? Like, me just staying up until, like, 5 in the morning. She was like, you need sleep. I'm like, I'm getting it. I have no friends. It's summer. Let me do something that makes me happy.
All-nighters make you happy?
I love a good all-nighter.
Do you like to watch, like, the sunrise, or, like, what's your favorite part about it?
Yeah, I kind of like the morning air, but I don't like to wake up in the morning, so you still kind of, like, get the morning air without it being like, I'm so fucking tired right now.
Morning air. Mm-hmm. I really, like, don't pull all-nighters that much anymore. In high school, they used to call me the girl that never sleeps.
Oh.
Because I'd be up all night, just out. And we'd be like, come scoop
I can't do
on
it
my
when
story.
I have something to, like, do the next day, though. Like, I would never do it for, like, homework, because I know it's not fun.
Yeah.
But, like, I would go to bed, I think at, like, senior year, I went to bed at, like, 11 or 12 every night.
I don't even remember senior year.
Okay.
I trauma blocked most of it out.
Mine was actually really bad, too, so I was really anxious the whole time, like, threw up before school
I
all the
developed
time.
an ED, dated a fucking crackhead, mom and dad, mom's surgery, Lily.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, that was my
It
freshman
was a
year.
bad
Yours
year.
was a bad
A lot.
year. Yeah, senior year is an eventful year.
It fucking sucked. And honestly, that was, like, better fuel for me to move away because shit was so bad. Mm-hmm. Like, I could not. And you probably saw it more than, like, I can even contest to. Like, my mom and I had a really volatile relationship.
No, yeah, I think I blocked out a lot of it, too.
It was
because I don't
gnarly.
remember a lot of my freshman year.
Well, you do also remember me throwing a candle at fucking mom.
Well, that's because I have it on video.
You do?
And that was when you came back for
quarantine.
quarantine.
So we can talk about that, too, because this is, like... Well, quarantine I shut down really bad. I don't remember a lot of quarantine either. I was so sad.
No, I was too.
I just got a taste of what I could, like, my new life was going to be like, and then it just all shut down for an unspoken amount of time. And I had to be home, and I was quitting nicotine.
Well, I was supposed to see Harry Styles, so I lost something once. I'm kidding.
This is like, but a great example of how you create your own fucking problems. Like, there's a thing about like addiction and living in chaos. Not necessarily you. I mean,
I thought you said
like you have like these tame like that's
you.
a normal fucking problem. Mine is like I'm throwing candles at my mom at 18 years old or 19 because I'm like not emotionally okay and I don't know how to talk about it. Like that's not normal. That's not normal. And I liked that. I didn't like it, but like part of my subconscious identified with it. Like I got used to it. But I feel like that's a lot, too, because that's how my parents communicated growing up. And Mom always fought with me.
Yeah.
Like, even when I was younger. Like, to a point where, like, you'd be like, why hasn't she walked away yet? Like, she would battle it out with me.
Yeah. Yeah. I walk away from you. Because I know I'm not going to win, and you're just going to keep going.
Yeah, I don't really stop. Mom doesn't either.
Yeah, so that was the problem.
So, like, when it's good, it's really good. But it's bad. It's really fucking bad. And she gets on my fucking nerves. She stresses me.
Well, I was going to say, I haven't had a fight with Mom in a while, but I have.
About college?
No, about Bruce Springsteen.
Oh my God, please tell the story.
So, everyone's like, Kris Jenner, dead at 57. And the mom's like, no! Like, screams. That's a good question. Do you want to go look for it while I tell the story?
Tell the Bruce Springsteen story.
Okay, so, the TikTok trend... So my mom fucking loves Bruce Springsteen. That's like the only, good old Bruce. The only like celebrity that I think my mom likes or I've known of her liking is Bruce Springsteen. Like if it was me, you got a few options who you could say like who's dead. So I only know that my mom likes Bruce Springsteen. She's not gonna give a fuck if like I don't know who else would have died and she would have been like not that pissed off about. But I'm like I'm gonna take this a step further, and I'm going to design a fake Twitter fake tweet that Bruce Springsteen is dead, because my brother and I were like, we got to do this on Mom. We didn't think she was going to care that much. So I'm like, I think we have to do it now. It's the day before Christmas Eve. My friend Olivia's over, and I think that that plays into it. That's why I mentioned that. But so me, my brother, and Olivia, we get home and we're like, Mom, we found out some bad news. Oh my God,
I forgot your friend was there.
Yeah, I think that's what made it worse for Mom though. But
yeah.
So we're like, Mom, we got some bad news. Bruce Springsteen dead in a plane crash. So we made up a plane crash. Like we made this serious. I don't know if I still have
I think they took it a little too far. Like just because the trend was to just say the headline like you're reading it, but they literally created a tweet that looked real.
Yeah, because I'm like good at everything, so.
And a menace to society. So even though you're not drinking and drugging and partying, like you're still. Did you find it?
No.
Oh.
I think I deleted it because it just haunted me.
Yeah, she got pissed. Continue.
Yeah, so basically showed her the thing, and like we very quickly realized she is upset about this. This is not I found it. This is not a joke. So.
Yeah, show it to the camera. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it looks like a real
it says breaking news, MTV News, and it says Bruce Springsteen has passed away, age 73, after his plane crashed, his family reports. So, it's actually like, anyways, we realized she was getting really like upset about it, so we go, no, it's fake, like we're kidding, and she goes, why would you do that? And she knows I was filming it. And she knows my friend Olivia's over. So she goes on like a rant about how it's like, you can't joke about death. It's Bruce Springsteen. She was like, but the best thing is that she said, that's like me telling you your grandmother died. And my brother was like, I don't think we're related to Bruce Springsteen. I was like, Jackson, this is not helping. But also, while this fight's going on, my mom's like, you know what? I'm going to make a TikTok. So she tries to find a good angle for a little, and then she finds it. And she holds up her phone, and she goes, does anyone else's kids think it's funny to prank you that someone died? And, like, also mid this whole breakdown, Jackson releases the most, like, the fattest fart that I've heard from him in a while.
On brand for Jackson.
And that just sets us off even more. And that sets our mom off even more because she thinks we're laughing at her. And it's just, I think she was embarrassed that Olivia was there too. And then Mary-Kate's like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, Mary-Kate comes down and is like, what are you screaming about?
I was literally up in my room with the door closed, and I hear commotion. Like, my mom's,
Yeah.
like, yelling at them like she yells at me, and I'm, like, laughing at first. So I was like, oh, my God. And then it keeps going. And I remember Molly has a friend here, and I feel secondhand embarrassment, and I was like, Mom, and I come out, and I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, they just Bruce Springsteen. I'm like, oh, my God. It's about, because Molly told me that she was going to do it. I just didn't know when.
Yeah.
And
And you were like, it's a TikTok prank.
I know. I was like, it's a trend. Like, it's like a thing, Mom. Like, a bunch of mothers are experiencing the same heart attack as you.
And I tried to show her, like, the same thing.
And
She's like, I don't even want to see that.
She's like, people think that's funny to scare their mothers. I'm like, yes, actually, absolutely. Because you know how many times you scared the shit out of me? The next day that all happens, when she gets pranked really hard, she's like, how do I make a TikTok? I'm like, Mom.
Yeah, she was ready. We were like, oh, we thought, me and my brother were like, that shit's going viral.
Well, then
we
I
checked
had
the next day, no likes,
I
no
had
views.
to explain to her that, like, people were going to make fun of her if she did that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I literally just saw a video of a mom being like, this is what girls, like, why are they wearing all this makeup and caking it on? This is how, like, a 40-year-old real mom does her makeup. Like, that, it gives, like, pick-me mom energy. Yeah. So anyone else's kids try to scare them, I'm like, all the comments are going to be like, yeah, it's funny. Like, they're going to be disagreeing with you. I'm like, you also have to remember the largest demographic on that app is our age. Like, probably, like, 16 to, like, 25.
Like, they'd probably be commenting, like, Bruce Springsteen's dead.
Yeah, like, they'd probably be pranking her right back. Oh, my God. Like, it'd be, like, Clown City.
Yeah.
I don't know what she was thinking. It was, like, honestly traumatic. But my dad thought it was so funny. And then he brought it up to her. She got even more pissed. She's like, who has that? And I'm like, Molly put on her private story. And my mom goes, I told her not to keep that. I told her to delete it. And she's like, I'm making a TikTok. I'm like, no, you're not. And she's like, well, only my friends are going to see it. I'm like, good, Mom. There you go.
You know, she has, like, a friend that follows me, too, on TikTok.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Their coworkers, if you're my mom's coworkers watching this, stop. Stop telling her about it. Like,
you're also weird.
What is the need? What is the need to, like, also tell my parents what I'm posting on the internet? Like, I'm fucking 21 years old. Molly's 18.
Yeah.
What?
And I'm also not, like, posting about her. And if I do, let her find out.
Also, they know. Yeah, like, they could easily search my name if they really wanted to and had, like, a gut feeling that they needed to look me up one day. Cool. But, like, also, my grandma asked to see. Oh. And I look at her and I go, Ema, no. You can't. I remember at Thanksgiving.
Do you know where Ema comes from?
Yeah. Do you
not?
No. Okay, I'll tell this story. So you know how, like, the first cousin in every, like, age group names, like, the grandparents, like, how they say it. So our first cousin, Joey, shout out, he's gonna get me a new SIM card so we can get TikToking again. He was the first cousin, first boy, and our grandma is German. So she, like, spoke Dutch. Or her family did. Someone did. We might be German and Dutch. I'm not really sure. But there's some Dutch bloodline there. Mm-hmm. And Jack, my mom's dad, was really into culture erasure. Like, was so over his Irish trauma. He was, like, an orphan there.
Yeah, like, took a class to get rid of his accent.
Yeah, like, lawyer, very serious guy. So... Of course, our grandma took over. She's also kind of a control freak. What's her zodiac sign?
Gemini.
Oh, my God. So, yeah, what was I going to say?
Our mom's also a Gemini.
God damn it. So, fuck, why can't I think?
Culture erasure.
Yeah. She wanted to be called Oman Opa because that's the Dutch, like, term for grandma and grandpa. And Joey couldn't say that, and he said Iman Ida. So it became Iman Ida.
I like how... Opa, was it?
Oman Opa.
Opa. I like how that becomes...
Ida. Yeah. Like, maybe he should have been tested for learning disabilities. No hate, Joey. Oh my God, J Biggs. I literally can't... We've had so many rapper cousins, too.
Yeah.
That's, like, crazy.
Ew.
I feel like performance is in our blood, and now we're Charlieing and Dixieing our way
I gotta fucking add to it.
Yeah.
Yo, freestyle. Mary-Kate freestyle in the car today.
Cats and boots. Do you want to dance, baby? That's what that makes me think of.
Okay.
Okay, let me think of, like, other things. Oh, well, like, I know me coming home from quarantine was, like, hard for everyone. And, like, since I visited home since college, it's been harder. Do you want to talk about do you want to take this outside?
Yeah, because I fucking hate you.
Do you want to talk about do you want to take this outside?
Yeah. Why the fuck did that happen? What the fuck
do you want me to tell the story?
Maybe I should tell the story and you tell the backstory after of why you did that. Because what happened was Mary-Kate came home, and this is gonna start a fight now.
No, it's not.
Okay, promise me it won't.
You're just being bitchy that night.
Okay, so we're fucking you. You want to go outside?
Yeah. Continue.
Okay, so Mary-Kate comes home. She's like, we need to go have a dinner. And I'm like, fuck, I hate going out for dinner because I get really overwhelmed. Hence, I have anxiety. I literally have social anxiety. So I can't, like, being out in a restaurant, no. Like, no thank you.
Get out.
Anyways, so we go to this restaurant. I'm already overwhelmed because we have to go to the restaurant. Mary-Kate's been pissing me off all day. I'm sure vice versa. So we go sit down. I'm like, I don't even want, we speak.
I want to get the catch me outside moment.
Well, it's not coming up for a little while.
Okay, we'll talk.
So we speak, what? We're eating, and I don't even want to speak because Mary-Kate's just being so Mary-Kate. I'm like, I can't do this. Mary-Kate, we're talking about people that all, like, the family knows, and she's like, be quiet, you can't name drop here. I'm like, Mary-Kate, even if he did find out that we were talking about him, this guy is not going to care, like, all this other shit. So basically, the whole night, Mary-Kate was just kind of saying, Jackson, shut the fuck up, Molly, shut the fuck up. Mom and I are going to talk. So I'm just sitting there. I'm, like, trying to be, like, my little emo self because I know Mary-Kate's not going to say shit if I'm just sitting there sad. I'm, like, 90% sure I cried. And I just, like, didn't act like I was crying. So I also can't really eat out because there's not a lot of food options for me. So I'm hungry and I'm sad. And Mary-Kate says something. And I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. I go, you know what? Mary-Kate's being a bitch, duh. And I'm like, fuck it. Let's just fight fire with fire. So I don't know what I said, but I said something like, I don't know. She said, like, I just, like, said, no, you're wrong, like, to something she said. Like, I contradicted what she thought. And so she kind of keeps, that makes Mary-Kate mad that I'm contradicting her. She's like, that's not really contradicting. That's all this other stuff. And she starts with, do you need to go to, like, therapy with me? Do you need to come to my, like, therapy session this week? And then, hold on, Mary-Kate wants to get this on video. So she's talking, you want to come to the therapy session with me? And then she goes, do we need to take this outside? And I was like, one, if we did, I would probably win. Because this was when Mary-Kate was smaller than me. So I was like, one, we would probably win. Bitch, I'd beat your ass. Two,
what muscle, Miss Hermit?
I would get at it. If you said, let's go outside. Well, it was also freezing outside. That as well. So I was just like,
as well.
Do we need to take this outside?
Okay, continue.
So basically, Mary-Kate's being overdramatic, and she goes, do you need to take this outside? And I'm like, no, what the fuck? Why would you say that?
You.
Yeah, like, what the fuck was that? Like, so now, like, after you said that, I just remember I laughed. I laughed in your face. That's what you did. You said, do we need to take this outside? And I went, what? Like, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Do we need to take this outside? Catch me outside. How about that? That's what I thought of. Okay, Dr. Phil.
What I remember from that day
What the fuck was that?
The minute I got home, Molly was in a bad mood and, like, mad at me. I don't even know what I did. Like, you were just...
You lived. You were born.
We had to get into a fight. Like, maybe you didn't clean my room or something and it was, like, trash.
That was probably it, but it was probably because you leave trash in your room and then you come back and you're like, who the fuck left this here? Like, you last time you were here and you just expect me to clean it up for you.
Oh my God,
that
like, sounds like
I'm not
me.
Cleaning your room, but I'm cleaning up what I did.
Okay, well, there's definitely sometimes dishes that you left in there. I didn't say anything this time when there was.
Which ones?
On the, like, stuff on the wire, yeah.
Yeah, that's, like, it.
Bitch.
Fucking asshole. Do we need to take this outside?
Do we need to take this outside?
Not that.
The other day, Molly gets into my car, and I'm like... I'm like, she doesn't like house music, because obviously she doesn't party. Like, I didn't like it either before
also,
I
it's
rolled
just
for the
fucking
first time.
stupid.
I thought the same thing before I rolled for the first time. Once it's associated with the serotonin particles in your brain, it's like hard to switch that off.
I listen to fucking Phoebe Bridgers. Do you think I'm gonna like fucking house music?
Listen, I used to listen to fucking Ed Sheeran. One Direction.
So did I, bitch.
People change. So that's the point. People change. Like, I don't know. Maybe one day you will like house music. Open your mind. Wow. So anyways, I'm like, she's getting in my car, and I'm like, sorry if house music plays. And I turn it on, and it's Glee Singing in the Rain mashup. And we could not stop laughing. She's like, sorry if house music plays. Like, ooh.
I also opened the door and I'm like, damn, bitch, your car smells like shit.
It kind of does, probably.
She has our mom's car is notorious for smelling.
I'm
like
going to take a rip. Everyone take one with me. I've already taken like 3. This is my 3rd one. All right, talk about mom's car, sorry.
Driving with our mom is like horrible because her speaker in her car is not good. And she does this thing where she's like, I'm fine with any music. And then you put on music, she's like, not this. Or not this, not this. Something. She just always has a thing to say. And when it's summer...
Sorry, girl.
She just blew all the smoke in my face. You best believe that bitch is not putting the AC on. So it's warm, it's moist, and it smells like a fucking protein shake has been left in there for days, which is probably...
Down and up.
Which is probably the case. So when I opened Mary-Kate's car, I went, damn, bitch, this shit smells.
I got offended.
And then I said, not really as bad as mom, but I think you got the mom car smell gene.
I had my headphones wrapped around my arm like a little snake.
Mary-Kate also had her umbilical cord wrapped around her neck when she came out.
Clearly born, like, not wanting to exist.
I took my sweet fucking time coming out, so I think that also says something about me.
Yeah, I rushed it. Came
Actually,
right out.
I came 5 days early. I was supposed to be a Valentine's Day baby.
Yeah, but I came right out with the cord around my
Can't
neck.
believe you came out of mom's belly button.
And the only ginger. I was born ginger.
Here we fucking go.
What? You don't think I was?
I was strawberry blonde.
I'm calling mom.
Oh my god. Just like you thought you fucking named me, or Taylor named you Mary-Kate and Ash, like Mary-Kate after Mary-Kate and Ashley.
I think is lying about that. And
I
Taylor
think you're
Swift.
like insane. Oh my god. I hate her.
Calling mom.
Why is her name Jen? She's your fucking mother.
Because I asked Siri to call her and she goes,
Hey there.
Hey, so I'm filming a podcast episode with Molly and I just need you to settle an argument.
Okay.
I was born with red hair, right?
Strawberry blonde, yes.
I don't believe mom either because she thinks that makes you special.
No, I didn't know what I was going to name her, whether it was going to be Mary-Kate or Shelby.
Oh,
And
God.
I said,
Young Sheldon.
The doctor was coming in. It wasn't my regular doctor.
This
and
sounds
his
like it
name
has
was...
nothing to do with Mary-Kate having strawberry blonde
No,
hair.
listen. His name was like Dr. Callahan, and his boys were named Liam, Seamus, and some other Irish name. And he was wearing a clatter ring. And all I remember is seeing his clatter ring, and Mary-Kate came out of the chute, and I said, look he's got strawberry blonde hair. He's wearing a clatter ring. He's an Irish doctor. He's got Irish kids. We were having a big chat, and I thought, I've got to name her Mary-Kate. That settles it.
Thank you. That was all I needed to know.
Was Baby Willis for about a week.
What the fuck?
No way.
Yep,
What
she was
color-
going to be Sarah.
What color
Sarah
hair
or
was
Molly,
that?
Sarah and Shelby? That would have been fucking ass names.
Sarah.
Well, instead I did Mary-Kate and Molly. What was I thinking?
Okay,
It
well,
would've been
I'm happy I'm not fucking Sarah. What color hair did I have? Black?
Yep.
Yep. What's the Adams of the family?
Jackson was born with white hair.
That like makes so much sense for each of us. Oh my god.
White hair.
That makes so much sense for each of us.
All right, that was all.
Mary-Kate, double
Very
child.
exciting.
I love you.
Fodder for the podcast. Love you.
For the
All right,
pod.
bye.
That makes so much sense for each of us. Me having black hair.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie.
Shows our destinies.
That's crazy, but, like, is one of us the milkman's kid? Because, like, why do we all have different colored hair? That's a little concerning, no?
We were all aliens.
I know, but then we all had blonde for a while.
Yeah. I think babies just come out with different hair. I think it changes.
I was born with red hair. That really just settled the argument. You don't believe me.
Well, you were also... I was born with black hair.
This is what my childhood was like.
My childhood was... Who stole my vape? Molly! Oh, I found it in my bedsheet. Sorry.
Everyone in my house knows to not let me go without nicotine because then it's, like, volatile. So I then had friends, like recently this summer I reconnected with all my high school friends, and it made going home so much fucking easier because you just can't be home all the time. Molly didn't want to move away from home.
I don't like this conversation.
Okay.
I am a hermit, and I'm proud.
Aquarius.
I keep myself entertained. Also, Cancer rising.
Cancer.
I want to fucking punch you in the throat.
What did I do? Is there anything you want to talk about?
You just made fun of the way I fucking spoke. What did I do? What do you think you did?
Ma'am, chill.
Ma'am.
Ew. Is there anything you want to talk about?
How fucking annoying and smelly you are. I thought we were going to talk about zodiac signs.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about it. Do you want to rank your favorite from... who's your, like, favorite sign?
You know who my favorite sign is.
Besides your own.
Okay, then that's a little bit harder. I get to say other air signs. You already know. Gemini, it's Gemini. Female Geminis, not men. Men zodiac signs are a different thing. So my ranking is probably just women right now. So Gemini women slay faves, then Sagittarius women slay faves, and then it's just kind of the rest of them. But I'm gonna have to say, so sorry to my water signs, pretty far down on that list.
Really? Okay, well, I'm gonna make you guys feel better because
sign.
I always gravitate towards water signs. I'm always around water signs.
That's because she's an Earth rising. I should like water signs because I'm a Cancer rising. You gravitate, your rising sign it's the opposite as who you gravitate towards.
And do earth signs like water signs?
Yeah. It's earth and water, and then fire and air are normally the best. Sorry, Mary-Kate's watching her. Last night, me and Mary-Kate got ice cream, and my favorite thing about California is there's boba everywhere. Because in Connecticut, the only places you can get boba, and it's also really subpar boba usually in Connecticut, the only good place that's close to me, and it's not even that close, is New Haven. And that's it's good. It's good boba, but it's not that close is what I'm saying. But every time you go to the mall, you can get boba, but it's not going to be good boba. But here, it's boba. There's always boba someplace.
It's not a bald spot. It's a solar panel for a sex machine.
It was good.
Continue.
Anyways, really love it here because there's a lot of boba everywhere. And I got jasmine milk tea ice cream.
What happened to talking about zodiacs?
You got quiet.
Oh.
And I felt the silence.
So here's the thing. I'm a Pisces sun, a Virgo rising, and a Taurus moon.
Can I say my big three?
Yes.
I'm an Aquarius sun, a Libra moon, and a Cancer rising.
And I don't know what that means.
It means I'm really fucking cool and awesome.
How did you get into astrology?
I think all my friends were downloading CoStar, and I wanted to as well, because I wanted to find out more about it. They said it was a fucking Leo moon first, which I don't know how the fuck they got that.
Tell the tea on CoStar.
I fucking hate CoStar.
People
I
still
talked about
use
this for
it.
a while. Why? Arfa still uses it, which is my friend who's Gemini, who, like, really also likes zodiac signs, so I'm confused. But they literally have admitted to just saying, like, random fucking shit for no reason.
And if you have good karma, then they'll give you bad, like, reads.
Yeah.
Because they purposely feel like fucking with you is made by Pisces.
It was made by 5 Pisces. Yeah.
5?
5. And they were all Pisces.
What are the odds they all come together?
Fucking big. Pisces hate everyone except fucking... Mary-Kate got a text from my dad. That was kind of funny. But they all, like, stick together. I think water signs stick together a lot. And I think air signs do. I think it's the same. They all kind of stick together.
Me and Kat.
Yeah. Like me and Arfa.
I also feel like there's a lot of signs that feel like other signs. You know what I mean?
Ellie is an Aquarius. Like all my friends are Aquarius, Gemini, or like Sagittarius.
A Gemini feels like more a fire sign to me. You know what I mean?
I feel like Scorpio should have been a fire sign.
That's the fire of the water signs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So You think Gemini?
And I think, like, Virgos.
I think also because our taste of Gemini is our mother, and our mom's big three is Gemini sun, Aries moon, and Leo rising, which is just obviously air, fire, fire. And I have a lot of... Mary-Kate just dropped a little leaf on me. I'm, like, mainly water and air. That's what my chart is. Our mom is mainly fire. So I think... and I'm... Sorry. I don't know. It wasn't that funny. I think our mom is kind of... If we hate Geminis, it's kind of from her. But I like them, so sorry.
I don't hate... I have not met a lot of other Gemini women besides my mom. Besides. I mean, that kind of makes sense in this situation. But I have met a lot of Gemini males that I really fuck with.
Can we talk about your plugs being both Cancers?
Yeah, no, actually 3 of them.
Oh, wow.
Remember my high school best friend, the girl?
Oh, I was thinking mostly men, but yeah.
She was also a Cancer.
You had a very similar chart to her as well.
Scarily.
Yeah.
It's weird. You know how, like, some people, especially in, like, becoming spiritual, we learned a lot about, like, past lives and stuff. And I feel like, in a way, we were, like, meant to cross paths because, you know, if everything happens for a reason, there was, like, a lot of trauma she experienced. I think she needed, like, someone solid. Mm-hmm. And I was solid for a little. Till I turned, like, 17.
Yeah, for the time being.
Yeah. I wasn't that bad. Like, the sneaking out was not that big of a deal. It was very, like... I would consider that normal. Yeah. It's the fact that it continued, and then I started habitually using herb, like, very young, jazz cabbage enthusiast, and the vaping. Someone just said today on my live that vaping causes acne.
Causes your mom.
You know, there's some gluten in some vapes.
What?
Yep.
What? I just heard my stomach made a noise. Oh. My throat did.
Mine's doing that, too, and I think it's because I had an energy drink.
You look really high right now.
I'm stoned as fuck. I don't know how this happened. Like, I normally don't get this high off weed. I think it's whenever, like, I know I'm being recorded.
Wait, this is being recorded?
I hope so still. Does it look like it is?
Oh, I don't know. Do you want to check?
No.
Okay.
I'm just going to hope for the best.
Well, anyways, I can tell you my least favorite zodiac sign.
Yeah, give it to me.
Pisces.
I feel like, okay, she has, like, beef with someone who's a Pisces, but she also says that to egg me on.
I also just think they're kind of... this is... Okay. Disclaimer. I don't fucking care. I'm not going to be like, ew, you're a fucking Pisces, get away from me. And I'm not going to be like, oh my god, you're a Gemini, I have to love you. Like, it's not... Okay? It's not that serious. Overall, be fucking for real. You can say you hate Aquarians. I get it.
It's 222.
Oh. Well, thanks. I want to actually see some of my other friends.
Anyways,
signs. I don't really like Pisces because I do have a lot of beef with them, but I just kind of think they're sometimes annoying. Sorry.
To each their own.
Yeah.
My least favorite sign, like, has to be pretty much any fire sign. Don't like them. Don't like friendships with them. Don't like dating them. Like, it never ends well. It's so fun at first, and then the longer we hang out, the more it's like, oh, we have, like, very different, like, moral standpoints on, like, life.
Why is that kind of a relationship with a fire sign?
Fire signs throw caution to the wind. Like, I feel like they just don't care. Like, really nothing in them cares about anything besides themselves. Inherently selfish.
Yeah.
And it's hard because, like, they're just self-absorbed by nature. I don't think they think about other people.
I went back and looked at some of my old friendships when the, like, Snapchat.
But then again, I don't want to say I hate all fire sign women because I don't hate them. It's just, like, my least favorite, and most times I have problems with someone, it is. However, my roommate's an Aries, and Aries feels like the least fire sign to me.
I disagree with that.
Like, I would say Sag and Leo I've had worse problems with. But I've still had problems with Aries, too.
Yeah, I would say
Aries feels like the most sensy of the fire signs.
No, I kind of don't like Aries.
Well, I mean, like, sensitive.
Yeah.
I didn't say that I like them. I just feel like they're a little bit more, like, emotional.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Because it feels sometimes like Sag and Leo women can, and men, too, actually, even more, can be turned off emotionally.
Yeah, I agree.
Give no fucks, yeah.
But I went back and, like, looked after the Snapchat, like, update. Like, you even did the same with, like, your old Cancer plug. Like, I went back and looked, and one of my old friends used to be a Virgo, and I was like, how the fuck did I get along with a Virgo? Well, one, my Cancer rising, so that's like...
It depends on other parts of your chart.
Yeah, and then I also looked,
I think
she was a Sagittarius rising.
My roommate and I have similar
acted
charts.
so much like a Sagittarius, so that's
like
why
fun.
it was like, whoa.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
It was very, I was like, oh yeah, definitely like
I think
Sagittarius
her sister's
rising.
a Sag.
Her sister is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So it just kind of... I feel like
that's probably why they're so
kind of
close.
makes sense. Yeah, let's talk about that too, because they had a really close relationship, and I was like, I never had that close of a relationship with you when we were younger. When we were younger, they like liked each other.
Yeah, because she liked to, I don't know, go crazy.
Okay, yeah.
You were a little more like reserved.
I thought you were about to sing the
Get crazy,
Shore.
go wild.
Mary-Kate forced me to watch a fucking episode of Jersey Shore last night.
Did you like it?
I was kind of wanting to watch a little more when I got home.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I made Mary-Kate watch Gilmore Girls. We made a little
It was
truce.
good. It made me feel like I had a grandma that loved me.
That, I always kind of felt left out when people were like, oh, I have to go to my grandma's this weekend.
Wait, you want to know? True.
Yeah, my grandma thought it was like fucking crackers. I was like, she's not making us like a full course meal. She's not like, eat more, honey. She's like, what can I get
She would make
you?
me a crunchy peanut butter PB&J.
She had crunchy peanut butter?
Yeah, and we would watch the Dragon Tales show.
Oh.
On the kitchen in her...
That's so good.
Wait, on the kitchen TV.
Yep.
At the little round table.
Yep, I know exactly what you're
And
talking
I would
about.
paint watercolors with her.
Oh, she was fun with that.
Yeah, she wasn't bad when we were younger, but then when we got older and started fighting, she could not handle it.
Oh, yeah.
She was
my,
just like-
my grandchildren, why are you fighting? You know what she said to me?
What?
She was like, you know, Molly, I love you because I'm your grandmother and I have to love you. And then she went, but I actually really like you. I was like, what the fuck?
I thought she was going to roast you for a second.
No, I was happy where it ended.
One time she asked me if I was okay, and I said no, and then proceeded to talk about how much I hated my life, and Mom said I scared her.
She scares me sometimes. 'Cause sometimes she'd be going, thanks for spending my last Thanksgiving with me.
I hate that she does that. That's so, like,
You just gotta
annoying.
be like, yep, let's hope.
Don't. Oh my God. I'm like, don't manifest that into existence.
Kidding.
I'm
kidding.
Internet.
You can. I don't care.
that
joking. They don't know what my grandma's done to me. What if she locked me in her basement for 5 hours when I was a kid?
She didn't. She just, like, was kind of not the lovey-dovey. You know, like, Mom will be a good grandma.
Yeah.
Very different. But,
Yeah, because Mom always was like, I just want to do what the opposite of my mom did.
yeah. Well, she did sometimes. She does remind me of her mom.
Crazy.
Like, there was one time we got into a fight this year, and my therapist was like, ask her if anyone's ever spoken to her like that in her life. And so I did. And she's like, yeah, my mom was a bitch. And
Your mother.
your mom. And her mom, I guess, moved out everything.
Your mom.
Wait, going back to spirituality, can we talk about something crazy?
What?
My other mother shit.
Oh, I looked at her in the car a few weeks ago, and I went, why were you such a paranormal child?
Yeah,
'Cause I
still
was
to this
not.
day, I love to go to the cemetery. It doesn't freak me out. I can't go at night. That gives me the heebies.
Yeah,
But
I can't watch horror movies. Like, I can watch, like, murderer shit, but the moment that you're like, ghost, I'm like,
Really?
I don't know why. Because it's real. You can, like, kill a
Oh my God,
person.
I'm getting chills thinking about it. The one thing that freaks me out is the spirit boxes.
I kind of agree, and I kind of don't. Because I just feel like it's static.
No.
Isn't
Someone
it
put
just
it,
shuffling through different channels? Oh, I thought that
some
was what it was.
person,
So maybe I do agree with you.
they're like, like, we're living in our own dimension and they're living in a different one. Like, they're unaware that we're here
Yeah.
and we're unaware that they're here.
I don't think that we're unaware or they're unaware. I believe that we kind
we're
of know
both aware?
we exist, but I think we coexist, and they don't really want to. They're scared of us, and we're scared of them. So unless you provoke them,
I mean, that's a good way to look at it.
yeah. And like, I drove. Please don't do this. I don't suggest it. I drove past the Annabelle house because we live like right near it, and of course they say don't go. And I felt so bad the whole night. I didn't feel anything. There wasn't anything that I think saw like came
Someone
at me. But
told
my
me-
friends wanted to go, so I was like, whatever. I'll
I
come.
forget who, but it was definitely a man. Mm-hmm. That the Annabelle doll is fake.
Okay. Well,
And that Ed and Lorraine Warren
scares
released that it was fake. But then I heard that the daughter has to have a priest come to the house once a week to bless it, and there's a police car guarding the house.
I didn't see a police car.
Oh, I did. They patrol. I went around Halloween, though.
Oh, that's why. Yeah. But I would never go in there. Oh my God. Do you know how fucking stupid you have to be to go in there?
Would probably feel like, I don't know. I believe in objects carrying energy, especially from like...
Yeah, especially a doll. I feel like that's so easy to believe. It could be
my
fake.
nipples
I don't
hard.
know,
No one
but-
look.
Oh.
I'm like literally getting scared thinking about it. Maybe I'm just cold.
Yeah. That's also an option. I did kind of get a little bit colder when we started talking about it, though.
Nope. Don't like that. Don't like that.
Ooga booga.
Like, my hands feel cold.
Mine do too, but that might just be because I'm cold, once again. See, I'm not like, oh my God, it's because of
I have
this.
the heat on 72.
It's on
Did you
73.
just hear my throat make that noise?
Who did that? Who goes there?
You know the video of the girl farting? She's like...
That's very you.
She's like, did you guys hear that?
Who did that? Who the fuck just let out a nasty fart?
Must have been a ghost. What else? Ooh. Oh, I think we should wrap it up with talking about One Direction real quick. Molly and I saw One Direction at Madison Square Garden.
We did?
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Oh.
I knew.
I don't know. Your face wasn't giving sarcastic.
Yeah, because I'm an
genuine.
actress.
I'm
an actor.
Don't make me end this early.
Actor.
Can you just explain?
That I went to see One Direction.
Okay, fine. I was the bigger stan. And also, when I was home...
Who went to Love on Tour 2020? It was supposed to be 2020.
I went to them like 4 times.
Okay, like 2. Okay, well, I was a child. I didn't really have the time to go
5
and
Seconds
see.
of Summer, too.
So did I. Front row, bitch.
I was pretty close.
I was front row.
You look like poop.
And I said, hey, Luke Hemmings. And he said, hey, Molly.
No, he
and
didn't.
then Jackson went, I like the trains in the back. And I was like, motherfucker.
Jackson went with you?
Yeah. Never bring Jackson to a concert. He went
Why?
on his phone the whole fucking time. Tried to talk to me. And I'm like, I am having a moment with Luke Hemmings right now. We are making eye contact.
I don't even remember seeing
and
video of you being front row.
The pit was in front of us, but we were
Oh.
I was probably the same amount away that you were.
I don't know. I was really close. I have to pull up pictures for mine because I definitely still have them on my Visco. I also went to G-Eazy. I feel like I've been to a lot of concerts. G-Eazy before he was famous in New York. He had a very small following. He had just released...
Wait, what's the one that
BB
Mom...
Reha was there.
Mary-Kate thought BB Rexa was pronounced BB Reha.
BB Reha. BB Rehab.
You're a Rexer too. I don't know if that's the... Well, yeah, Mary-Kate was probably the start of my stan era. Mary-Kate, liking One Direction and everything. That's me. That's Luke
that's pretty
Hemmings.
close, too.
It's not me. That's Luke.
You look good there.
Thanks.
What was your favorite concert you've ever been to?
I think Harry. Or 5 Seconds of Summer. So
they're pretty good live.
Harry was really good, and I really anticipated. I kind of was like, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, because the concert got canceled and then reopened.
Yeah. Hopefully Taylor will be the best one I've ever been to.
Yeah, that's crazy you got tickets. How'd you get tickets?
It was really hard. It's really traumatic. I'm serious. It's really hard. I hated it. But I woke up that morning. My therapist canceled on me. Thank God, because I would have been a rat. Well, maybe not. Thank God. I kind of needed it. But
yeah.
I had work that day too, and I was like, "Fuck! I better get these tickets before work." I was like, "It's probably gonna take an hour. Probably won't take that long." Wrong. Fucking I FaceTime my friend. I'm like, "All right, let's get these tickets." An hour in, people have already gotten really good tickets, and my friends have, and I'm like, "Fuck."
Really?
Why am I not? Yeah, Allison got lower bowl.
How much did they pay?
Not a lot.
Wait, because you were on a wait list?
No, I signed up for pre-sale.
Did you have to pay for that?
Nope.
How long before did you sign up for pre-sale?
There was a certain amount of time. When the tickets were announced, you had I think 2 weeks to sign up for it, and then the tickets went on sale.
So why were people having a hard time?
Because so many people went on. So many people who didn't even have a pre-sale ticket code were just hoping to get lucky and get through and get a ticket.
Oh.
So that's why. They expected, I think they gave like 2 million codes out or some number, and then there were like 14 million people on the website. So the website was being finicky too. So people got through, but then the code didn't work. So that was also a problem. So then they had to fix that problem as well. So then they had to pause the queue. And sometimes it would say it was paused, sometimes it wouldn't. So you would just be sitting there for like an hour with no movement. And I was like, well, I have to go to work. So then I was like, I'm going to make my mom get on for me. So she got on for me. And we got like nosebleeds behind the stage. But it says like partially obstructed view on my ticket because it's going to be partially obstructed. But I'm going to be there. And I'm going to get to hear Phoebe Bridgers and Gracie Abrams and Taylor Swift live.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mine was the most, like, I guess, anticipated openers. Because most people wanted to go see those three. Because they're, like, the big three. If you listen to Taylor Swift, you listen to Phoebe and Gracie.
Okay.
So, that's why I really want to go see them.
That'll be good, then.
And now Gracie's going on tour, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta go. No.
Just get a good zoom-in camera.
Yep. I'll just be happy to be there. I really like to, because my Harry Styles seats were like nosebleeds. I was so fucking happy to be there.
Good. I mean, they enlarge them. You know, on like the screens.
Oh,
they
make
make them look bigger.
Yeah, he had a nice screen too. Taylor's gonna have a nice screen. It's a stadium. Oh, Mary-Kate's vape bit dropped.
I'm sure. Okay, well, on that note, I think we'll end it. And let us know if you want Molly back for an episode. Do you want to plug any of your socials?
You can follow me on Instagram at __ Molly Willis. I'm pretty sure. Let me check. _ Molly Willis. The profile photo is of me and Boba. Really beautiful photo of me. I don't know. TikTok. I don't know. I think it's the same as my Instagram. My TikTok is really cool, awesome girl. Yep. _ Molly Willis as well.
Okay. And don't forget to follow my YouTube to see the video associated with this. At Mary J. Not Kate, my new TikTok, MK9 Unit. I don't know when we're going to get my other accounts back, /if.
Hopefully soon.
And make sure to follow my Instagram, marykate.willis. And if you're feeling really crazy, add me on Snap, Mary J. Not Kate. But yeah, that's all for today. Thanks for joining us for another episode of Cryptic and Unhinged. And we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.